It was a warm morning in the ancient city of Athens. The streets were already full of merchants, soldiers, artists, and politicians. People were busy with their daily lives. Some were thinking about business, some were preparing for war, some were discussing politics. No one knew that an old man walking quietly through the marketplace would one day become one of the greatest philosophers in human story. His name was Socrates. He never wrote a single book. He never called himself a teacher. He never asked anyone to pay for his lessons. Yet his deeds sensed the way human being thinks forever. More than 200 or 400 years have passed, but the questions he asked are still alive today. Who are we? What is justice? What is truth? What is a good life? The simple questions made some people admire him. The some questions also made others hate him. In the end, those questions would cost him his life. This is the story of a man who chose truth over comfort, wisdom over wealth, and death over silence. Socrates was born around 469 BC in Athens, one of the most powerful cities of ancient Greece. Athens was famous for beautiful building, great artists, brave soldiers, and world's earlier democracy. People believed that Athens was the center of knowledge and culture. But Socrates believed that even the smartest people still had much to learn. His father's Socrates was delivered to be a stone merchant. His mother's Phainarete worked as a midwife who helped mothers give birth to children. The family was not rich. Socrates grew up living in a simple life, like many famous men of his time. He never cried about expensive clothes or luxury. He believed that a person's character was more valuable than money. As a young man, Socrates served Athens as a soldier. He fought bravely during the Peloponnesian War. His friend said that he stayed calm even when enemies surrounded him. He never ran away from dangers. His scars on the battlefield became one of the reasons people respected him. After returning from war, Socrates did not become a politician. He did not become a businessman. Instead, he chose a very difficult path. Every day he walked through the street of Athens and spoke with anyone willing to talk. He asked questions to rich people. He asked questions to poor people. He questioned politicians, poets, soldiers, craftsmen, and young students. Most people, through they already knew the answers. Socrates wanted to test whoever whose answers were really true. If someone said, I know what justice is, Socrates would simply smile and ask, can you explain it? When the person answered, Socrates asked another question, then answers, then another. Slowly the person realized that what seemed simple to us actually was difficult. Socrates never asked questions to embarrass people. He asked questions because he believed that truth could only be found through careful thinking. He once became famous of an idea that is still remembered today. The only true wisdom is knowing that you know nothing. This word shocked many people. He could one of the wisest men in Greece say that he knew nothing. But Socrates believed that people become wiser than only when they admit the limits of their own language. His goal was never filled people's minds with information. His goal was to teach people how to think. Many young Athens loved listening to him. Among them was a young man named Plato. Plato admired Socrates deeply. He carefully remembered many of their conversations. Years later, Plato wrote them down. Because of Plato's writing, the world still notes the ideas of Socrates today. Within Plato, much of Socrates' philosophy might be have disappeared forever. Socrates believed that money could never make a person truly happy. Power could never make someone truly great. Fame could disappear in a single day, but a good and honest soul could never be taken away. He told people that they should spend less time causing wealth and more time improving their character. He believed that a good person should always choose what is right, even if it brings pain. For Socrates, the greatest victory was not winning a battle. The greatest victory was winning against one's own ignorance. These ideas inspired many young people, but also created powerful enemies. Many politicians lived embraced after arguments to Socrates in public. Many teachers disliked him because he accepted no payment for his conversation. Some parents became worried because their sons admired Socrates more than famous leaders. That is the same time Athens was passing through one of the darkest periods of its story. The city had lost the Peloponnesian War. Thousands of people had died. The economy became weak. Political fighting divided into the city. Many citizens were angry and afraid. When a society faces fears and uncertainty, people often began searching for someone to blame. Slowly many eyes turned towards Socrates. Some people claimed that he was encouraging young people to question everything. Others believed that questioning to old traditionals would weaken the city. There was another reason why many people misunderstanding him. Years earlier, the playwright Aristophanes had written a comedy called Clouds. In that play, Socrates was shown as a strong man who confused people with clever words and ignorant traditional belief. The play was meant to be funny, but over time many people began believing that this false picture was real. Rumors spread across Athens. Some said Socrates did not respect the gods. Some said he was corrupting young minds. Some said he wanted to destroy the traditions of city. The truth was very different. Socrates never taught young people to reject morality. Instead, he encouraged them to search honestly for wisdom and virtue. He believed that blind belief without understanding was dangerous. He wanted people to believe something because it was true, not simply because everyone else believed it. Unfortunately, never anyone appreciated that message. As the years passed, his enemies became more determined. Finally, 3 men decided that Socrates should be brought to court. Their names would soon become part of one of the most famous trends in history.